Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Paddock. I've decided to do an experiment today. I have to be outside because it is quite messy. And if you do this experiment, you definitely want to make sure that you do it outside as well. Now, this is a geyser experiment, or sometimes you hear the Mentos and Diet Cola experiment. What you need for this experiment are three things. Ready? So first thing, you need Mentos. And so these are just the mint ones of Mentos. We usually buy the packs of like 3 or 4 because we usually like to do this whole experiment a few times. So you have the Mentos, and then you need, let me see if I can hold it up here. It's heavy, some sort of soda. We choose to use Diet Cola. Doesn't matter name brand or you know, Pepsi or Coke. Diet soda is better because it uses artificial sweetener, and so it's not as sticky. If you use regular Coke or Cola or regular Pepsi, it is stickier because it uses sugar, so your cleanup might be a little bit harder to do afterwards. So we usually use Diet Cola, okay? So, and use like a 2-liter bottle of it, because then, well, you'll see what happens. So there's that. So Mentos, Diet Cola, and you don't need this, but I have to say that it works really well. This is a little geyser tube, and you'll see how we put this in, and basically it goes on, it screws onto the pop bottle, and the Mentos go in here, and then you release it, and of course something will happen. So I got this at, I think it was Kite and Caboodle, but you can also get it at Mastermind Toys, and there's a few other places that you can pick this up. It costs around, I think it's around $7 or $8. So Mastermind Toys, or like I said, Kite and Caboodle, places like that will sell this little thing. It's called a geyser tube. It's from Steve Spangler, and he has a really good website too, has lots of experiments, including this one as well. Okay, so we are now going to do this experiment. I have some helpers with me. I have, let's turn it over to see who's helping me. Johnny's here, and Frankie, and Mark. So that's Mr. Paddock, and Mr. Paddock is going to do this. Oh no. That's okay though, right? You just need it in there, right?
Yeah,
okay, so
doesn't matter if they're broken.
Okay, so Mark is putting the Mentos into the geyser tube. Oh, interesting. Is that going to work properly then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's some that are broken.
Okay. We obviously got a dud pack there, but basically you fill up the tube with the Mentos. There you go.
Because they're small.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. And we'll talk more about why this happens in a second. And so now Frankie's gonna have to help there. Okay, there's Charlie and Johnny. So Mark right now is going to set up the tube on the Pepsi bottle.
And then he's gonna...
Okay, and then yeah, you're gonna be pushing that button, but Johnny, are we ready? We're gonna see what happens. And 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So there you go, boys and girls. That was the geyser. Very cool. And now I'm going to chat a little bit about why that happened. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Now Mark has to clean up that mess because it's going to be a little bit, it's not as sticky because we used Diet Cola, but if you use regular cola, you definitely want to clean it up really quickly, okay? So a couple of things that we're going to chat about. Why did this happen? That's a really cool experiment, but why did it happen? So a few things to know. So soda is made up of a lot of different things, including either sugar or artificial sweetener. There's also flavoring in there, and of course water and certain preservatives in there. Now, one of the things that you need to know is when you open up a bottle of pop, often you hear that like sizzling noise, right? That's that gas that's in there. So when they are bottling pop, like Coke or Pepsi, they actually pump in carbon dioxide. It's a special gas that they pump in there. That's what makes it bubbly. Now that's the key to this experiment. It's that carbon dioxide. You can't see carbon dioxide, it's invisible, but it's in there. And they actually pump it in, and when you shake up the bottle or a can of soda or whatever, you can, you know what happens, right? When you open up that pop bottle, it will explode, right? The pressure of those bubbles comes out, right? So what happens is inside, when you shake up the bottle or a can of Coke, the CO2 gas will come out of that liquid solution. So it comes out of the cola part, and then it actually sticks to the container walls, okay? So then when you open the container, that gas or those bubbles, they will actually quickly rise to the top. And as it's rising to the top, it actually pushes out the liquid. So that's why when you open up a can of Coke that you've, maybe you shook around, it explodes on you, okay? So now that's important because you want to know other ways to try and get that CO2, which is carbon dioxide, to escape as well. So for example, if you had a glass of Coke, you could drop some raisins in it and then see what happens to those raisins. If you look carefully at the raisins, you'll actually see that there's little bubbles that get attached to the raisins. And that's the CO2, that's the gas that's getting attached to those raisins as they go into that can, that glass of Coke. Okay, so now 2 reasons that we use Mentos and not raisins. Why if I dropped raisins there, why didn't it explode like this? Why does Mentos work better? 2 reasons. Mentos, it has, if you look at it really carefully, in fact you have to really use something like a microscope to look at it, it has a lot of little pockets on the outer surface of the Mentos. Now those pockets are important because that's where the gas is going to stick to. The CO2 is going to stick to those little dents in the Mentos candy. The second thing is the Mentos candy is heavy. And so because it's heavy, when the Mentos drops down into the bottle, it will actually, all the gas is attaching to the Mentos and it goes down. And of course the gas wants to be released. So of course it's going to push all the soda up out of the pop bottle. So as it pushes up, that's what causes the geyser, which means the shooting up of the pop, okay, of the cola. So there you go. So it is important to use Mentos because of the little pockets where the CO2 will actually attach to, and also the fact that the Mentos candies are actually kind of heavy. So then they're supposed to sink down, and then that's what causes the gas to push all the liquid out as it's trying to release. Now you can do this experiment other ways as well. So we always just use, no-name Diet Coke or no-name, a cola, some sort of cola. But we use a diet again because it uses artificial sweetener, so the cleanup is less sticky. The other thing is, you could try this experiment with different things. Maybe you don't want to try diet. Maybe you want to try different brands and see, does one shoot up higher than the other. The other thing is too about temperature. Now, this is more for older kids, but basically the temperature of the bottle is important, the pop, because the warmer it is, the higher the geyser goes, and that's because the CO2, it's dealing with solubility of the gas. Something totally not for kindergarten kids, but just know for in the future that's what it is. And so you could try it with a cold bottle of Diet Pepsi and see, does it go that high or doesn't it, right? You can do lots of different experiments with this. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. I think we're going to do it one more time. Can we open up the other one and do it one more time? What do you think? No, one of the big ones. We got it. Let's do it. We're going to do it one more time. So a different one, because of course once you've done it with one pop bottle, you can't reuse it because all the gas is already out, okay? So you got to use another one. So we're going to switch this so you can see it. And Mark is going to add it back on. So that's the geyser tube. We're going to add it back in, and we're going to add the Mentos candies in there. Hopefully the next pack will be okay. Oh, same pack, okay.
The bottom of this one is okay.
That's okay. And so we're just adding it in there. Charlie's enjoying it. Don't mind my grass. It's
Growing.
we're trying to get it to grow again, but yeah, oh well. It is what it is.
And now it's broken.
That's okay. Okay, so we're gonna kind of stand back. Ready?
Stand back. Here.
Keep standing back, Johnny. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hey, Johnny. Yikes. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. Can you guys, there you go. Can you say, thanks for watching? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Charlie's liking it too. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.